Do you suck? Do your customers think, oh my God, not him again, when they see your name on the caller identification? If you can answer yes to that question, please pack your belongings and exit the office at the soonest opportunity. You're doing no one any good, not your customer, not your company, and least of all yourself. I realize that the idiom that I've used is offensive to some, but I did it to make a point. If you're still with me, I'll assume you don't suck, or that if you do, you want to change that. As market builders, we hold to certain beliefs and principles about ourselves and about business. Among these is the idea that we exist within the market to bring value. Notice I didn't say we exist to make sales. I didn't even say that we exist to serve our customers, although that is one of the ways we bring value to the market. If our purpose is to bring value, we must have value to bring, not valuable products, value. That comes from within. You must recognize that the most important thing that you have to offer your customer is yourself. Unless you're in a highly specialized industry, your customer can get whatever you're selling or a reasonable substitute from any of several vendors. Why should he pick you? The market destroyer always heads straight for price when this question comes up. He should buy from me because I'll give him the lowest price. Great. So what happens when I have to offer prices lower than my cost in order to give him the lowest price? I either lower my cost by cheapening the product, or I go out of business. That's why I have to know my true cost of doing business, not how much did I pay for that. That's only part of the true cost of doing business. Everyone has overhead and other considerations to add to the price they pay for materials and labor to arrive at true cost. Even profit must be added to that price or there's no value in the deal. So back to the question, why should your customer buy from you? Because you go way back? That doesn't make sense either. Would you advise your daughter to stay in an abusive relationship because they've been together a long time? Of course not. And a business relationship should be no different. If your supplier is abusing you by charging too much or by shaving quality off the product, move on to another supplier. The same goes to your customer. You have to offer the best value. Remember, value includes price plus service. And the biggest component of service is what you bring to the table. Quality of your product, knowledge of your product and the industry in which you work, and your willingness to put the needs of your customer ahead of everything else are the three most important factors that prevent you from sucking. If you have a quality product and you know your product well and you understand the industry in which you work well, you'll be able to improve your customer standing in the industry by placing your product with them. As a customer service rep or a salesperson, you'll never be confronted with the question, what should I talk to this guy about? He already has my catalog and he knows what I sell. Instead, you'll find yourself trying to find ways to limit what you want to talk about so you don't flood the customer with more information than they want. Once we know our market and our product, the only thing missing is need. We must find out what our customers need and match them up with the best solutions possible. In our case, that often means that we must teach them the difference between price and value and what true cost involves. To understand true cost, we must include the potential cost to the customer of service callbacks when they use inferior products, as well as the cost of losing dissatisfied customers and the referrals a satisfied customer brings. We have to point out the value of customer service to them. If they're to thrive, they must serve their customer. If they buy inferior products, they not only do a disservice to their customers, they also expose themselves to poor customer service from their suppliers who won't stand behind the inferior products. I know a salesman in the fence industry that ran into this problem. He was a rep for a company that was selling a cut-rate line of hardware. One day, when he called on a customer, he was handed a gate latch in several pieces. Like any reputable sales rep, he immediately offered a replacement. The customer was not satisfied with that answer. The customer wanted to be compensated for the loss of his expensive dog that escaped when the latch failed. Among the other hidden costs of using inferior products is the fact that many companies do not carry product liability insurance. What would a market builder do? Market builders offer quality products and exceptional service. They stand behind what they sell. And a market builder would be insured against problems that resulted from the failure of his product. Every sales seminar around today is centered on one key principle: differentiation. If you want to differentiate yourself from the competition, offer something they can't. Offer you. Be excellent at what you will do, then do it. Recognize that the most valuable commodity that you have to offer your customer is you. Once your customer realizes that, you'll become his first thought whenever he wonders what product to use, because he knows that if you don't offer it, you know someone who does. And he'll trust your input into his business and ask for it. Of course, all this assumes that you don't actually suck. By that I mean you must actually have something of value to offer. What might that be? Excellent product knowledge, an understanding manner, extensive contacts in the industry, solid understanding of your customers' challenges. These and others are all valuable commodities that we must develop within ourselves in order to develop our value.